The Trump administration is officially coming after a law firm for representing a client in a case that challenges one of Trump's executive orders. So on Tuesday, the president signed an executive order targeting the law firm Jenner and Block for being involved in a court case looking to challenge the executive order banning gender-affirming care for trans youth. Trump wrote in his newest order, Jenner engages in obvious partisan representation to achieve political ends and supports attacks against women and children based on a refusal to accept the biological reality of gender. The conflation of sex and gender is so like first grade, okay? Which makes sense because none of these people appear to have graduated first grade or had any sort of education in gender at all. Idiots. Now, he also criticized the law firm for opposing the administration's attempts to conduct mass extrajudicial deportations of immigrants for trying to hire a diverse workforce. Oh no, a diverse workforce. Oh my gosh, there's black people working for you.
Oh no.
And for working with Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller in his investigation into Russia's support of the president's 2016 election campaign. You know, the whole bots and trolls and things like that online. Now, Jenner and Block are also working on behalf of the ACLU to block the president's ban on gender-affirming care. The ban prohibits the federal government from funding, promoting, or supporting gender-affirming care for people under 19 in any way. In any way. So that includes pronouns. That includes haircuts. Okay, that includes people dressing the way that they feel comfortable with. Okay, and so part of that included even cutting off funding that was pre-approved by Congress for any medical schools or institutions that research, provide, or teach about gender-affirming care. We're not even going to look into it. You know why they cut off the education? Because they're afraid that these studies will come out and prove them wrong. This is Nazi stuff. Okay. Now, in their lawsuit, the ACLU accuses the president of trying to, quote, unconstitutionally usurp congressional authority by withholding lawfully appropriated federal funds. True. The lawsuit also says the president sought to violate the rights of trans youth by depriving them of necessary medical care solely on the basis of their gender assigned at birth and their transgender status, PBS reported. Look, it is necessary care. Remember, gender-affirming care is endorsed by just about every major U.S. medical association. It is safe, it is effective, it's essential to the well-being of transgender kids. It reduces suicidal ideation and is also completely reversible. There's no surgeries that are happening, okay? This is, at most, it's puberty blockers, which at some point you have to stop taking, okay? As well as, other things. Like puberty blockers, hormones, those are reversible, okay? Now, the order targeting Jenner and Block directs government agencies to revoke any security clearances held by the firm's attorneys and to end all federal material support to the firm. It also requires all government contractors to alert the administration if they plan on working with the law firm and directs the director of the Office of Management and Budget to provide a list of all entities that do business with the firm. I think this is obvious and clear retaliation. This is worse than lawfare, and this is just the latest firm that has been targeted specifically by Donald Trump in executive orders. The administration had already used executive orders to try to strip security clearance at Covington and Burling, Perkins Coie, and Paul Weiss. So that is all law firms. The orders for Perkins Coie and Paul Weiss additionally barred their attorneys from entering federal buildings, which can include places like courthouses. How the hell are you supposed to represent your clients if you're not allowed to step into a courthouse? I mean, that's the whole point, to try to stop them from doing so. He is trying to put these firms out of business so that they cannot challenge or represent clients that want to challenge his unconstitutional, illegal orders. This is completely and utterly authoritarian. These orders require all federal contractors doing business with the firms to disclose that relationship so that he can retaliate against them as well. There it is. Not only that, but over the weekend, Trump signed another executive order which encourages the Attorney General to refer attorneys for disciplinary action if it is determined that they have filed frivolous, unreasonable, and vexatious litigation. All of that is incredibly vague and open to interpretation. But that's the whole point. It is supposed to be vague so that you can abuse it. That's the whole point. They want to abuse this, and sadly, it is having an effect. One attorney at a major law firm, speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss internal dynamics, said that while parallels to McCarthyism are obvious, yes, remember when they were hunting the communists in the government? Gigantic witch hunt, indefinite abuse of power. Okay, this, according to this attorney, says these firms are facing ruinous economic damage as a result of Trump's orders. The president and those closest to him know that they have the ability to put more than a squeeze, a crush on law firms who have lawyers who speak out, advocate, organize, represent in a way which is unpleasant, undesirable for the administration, the source said. So lawyers and law firms are wanting to keep their head down and represent as small a target as they possibly can be. That right there is incredibly concerning and has already caused Paul Weiss to promise about $40 million worth of pro bono work to Donald Trump in exchange for lifting the order. So, of course, these other law firms are kind of mad at that. Like, hey, you are giving him exactly what he wants. You are not standing up for yourself, and you're not standing up for the law. You're not standing up for your potential clients. You have just completely given up. Covington and Burling, which provided pro bono services to former special counsel Jack Smith, were also hit with the order. And since then, they have kept a low profile. That said, there are others that are fighting back. In a statement responding to the order, a gender bloc spokesperson said, "Today we have been named in an executive order similar to one which has already been declared unconstitutional by a federal court. We remain focused on serving and safeguarding our clients' interests with the dedication, integrity, and expertise that has defined our firm for more than 100 years and will pursue all appropriate remedies." Perkins Coie, which conducted political opposition research during Trump's first presidential campaign, they were hit with the order. Part of it forbade the firm's attorneys from entering these government buildings, but has been blocked by a federal judge temporarily because it was challenged. The order, they wrote in the suit, imposes these punishments as retaliation for the firm's association with and representation of clients that the president perceives as his political opponents. So, look, here's the thing. They're not only coming for the judges, like Beryl Howell, James Boasberg, but are coming for all the law firms that challenge him and are trying to get rid of district courts. Make no mistake, this is all part of a full frontal attack against the judiciary. And that is because the judiciary right now is serving as the very last bulwark between us and totalitarian right-wing rule. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.